Hello and welcome to the final video in the Minecraft Pleasure World series. It's been a long one this, a very long one. But, well, everything has to come to an end, and as Pleasure World is complete, this will be the last video. Now, we're going to start in Toy Story Land here at Wonder World. It's opposite the Doctor Who coaster. And in fact, if we go in, it's called Toy Story Mega Land, because it's a combination of three different things. So you've got Toy Story Land at Walt Disney World in Hollywood Studios, Toy Story Playland at Disneyland Paris in Walt Disney Studios, soon to be Adventure World, and it also has Buzz Lightyear's Laser Blast from Discoveryland at the Disneyland Park in Disneyland Paris as well. So it's got 7 rides in total. Yeah, this is the exit, so you actually go through the TARDIS doors, and then that leads you to the entrance of the Doctor Who coaster. We're going to start, I think, with a dark ride. So this is an interactive dark ride, so this is going to be fun. Toy Story Midway Mania. And yes, off we go. So, or just Toy Story Mania, actually, because it's based on the Florida one. For some reason, Wheezy has disappeared. I'm just going to fix that now, actually. There we go. Yeah, I meant Mr. Potato Head. Wheezy's the animatronic at the end of Slinky Dog Dash. Just ignore me. Yeah, it's because the animatronic's the same mechanism, and it's the same with Buzz Lightyear in the Buzz Lightyear Laser Quest as well. Right, Toy Story Mania. Now this, it has a fast-moving ride system, but it stops at the different points. Now, see when it hit targets. Oh god, it's going to be a bit intense, this one. The theming's not the best quality, is it? It's a bit pixelated. Oh no, I'm doing terrible. I'd love to know how bad my score is on it. I mean, you get a score at the end, but that just tells you how many targets there are in the ride that are possible to hit. Yeah, you can't get all of them. Oh. I think I'm getting some. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Yeah, I can't even read the sign, but there's a certain amount of targets in the ride that you can get if possible. Right. Now, we might as well do the other dark ride in the area, which is Buzz Lightyear, which is a slow-moving tracked ride, just like a traditional dart ride, but with the interactive element. Here's the arrows there, bow and arrow. Yes, here's Buzz. And it looks like this is broken. If these lights are all switched off, you can press that button and it like races down there. But sadly, it looks like they're all switched on at the moment. The redstone's all been clogged up. Right. Now, you can't hit the stone buttons because it's not going to do anything. But you can hit the wooden ones. Oh, I'll just click that one myself. That was cheating. Yeah, you can't see much going on in here. Of course, you've got the evil Emperor Zurg. Oh, I did hit that one. Oh, spun his eye round. Okay, I should be able to get these if... At least, oh, come on. I think I've done worse in the... Oh, it lagged at the end. Oh, that was awful. I'm actually gonna have another round on that. I'm embarrassed. Oh, I can't even get one. There we go. Better, slightly better. Oh. There we go. That's more like it. Yeah, they have the pistons that move around. There we go. I don't know if I hit that one with a bow or not, though. That one hit. Oh. Oh, it lags at the end. Oh, well, I got slightly better the second time, but still embarrassing. Oh. Anyway, moving on. We're going to be doing some rides where you don't need to do interactive elements. But you don't need to on there, really. But... Right, we got the 2... Well, there's actually 3 flat rides in this area. We've got Alien Swirling Saucers first, which is a bit of a crazy daisy. And there we go. You only get one like circuit. It's just the best way I could build it, really, Minecraft. We're going to do Slinky Dog Dash. Not Slinky Dog Dash, Slinky Dog Zigzag Spin, which is the one from Disneyland Paris, the flat ride. You've also got this bouncing Buzz Lightyear with an arrow sort of advertising the dart ride. Yeah, this is Slinky Dog Zigzag Spin. You'll have seen many of these little caterpillar rides over the course of this Minecraft series, but this is the final one. Oh, I'm just going to get many a lap. Oh, there we go. And there we have it. Nice little flat. In fact, it's supposed to go that way. Oh dear. Right, now we're going to go... I think we're going to do RC next. You have got the parade there, which I will put on maybe after RC because of where it is located. Yeah, it's basically when you see track everywhere, it's not like a ride or a train or anything. It's the parade floats that go around there. Yeah, we've got RC Racer, which is from Disneyland Paris as well. This is the coaster in that area. And there we have it. First coaster of the two that are in the area. Right, the parade, I think... Oh, it's back that way. Right. I might as well do this first, because otherwise I'm going to have to go all the way back round. Alright, here it is. So it's just tucked away here, staff only. What you do is you can send the parade like this. And then once all 4 characters have left... But it does seem like we're facing some problems again. I think I probably should have switched that off. There's a character stuck in here somewhere. No. Okay, well I guess one of them's disappeared. Yeah, well... Or it's out there anyway, and I missed... Sometimes like, you'll miss characters. But if I go around the area, you'll see like the track here. And the characters will walk around. Like you got Bo Peep there. Yeah, that's Jessie. And there's Buzz and Woody. Okay, so they are together. Right, this is how you switch it off. Now, it's very awkward. And that's why they should be spread out more. So I'm not really sure if this is going to work. But we have got the emergency door just in case anything goes wrong. But yeah, you can just walk around the area and leave them on for a bit of ambience. But it seems like we're facing some issues. So we're going to do this. Then immediately after switch this one. Then immediately after switch this one. And then, yeah, I knew there was going to be a bit of a problem because they were way too close together. So all you have to do is push Woody back out there. Open the door. And then just wait for Woody to come back. Well, we can actually flip this lever ready for him to come in. Yeah, it's quite... At least there's a door, so you've got backup if one of them does decide to go out the wrong way. Or, like, get too close to one of the other characters, and then you face a bit of an issue. Right, so we should just go straight into there. Certainly a unique system. It took a while to get done, and obviously I could have programmed it all in, but it's just easier to control it like that, because if anything goes wrong, like I say, there's always a way to fix it. And that's our final show, technically, at the park as well. Yeah, next up we've got, I think it's Toy Soldier's Parachute Drop, and then we've got Slinky Dog Dash to end. Yeah, Toy Soldier's here, using melons, but it kind of looks like camouflage. And then we can end on the biggest ride in the area. So yeah, Toy Soldier's Parachute Drop. And what you do is you put your minecart in here. It runs very similar to the drop towers in Adventure Island, except it's got this like little track section, so you don't have to place track to get the things to launch. And there we have it. You do have to destroy it at the end though. And now we're going to go off to Slinky Dog Dash, the biggest, the launched mat coaster that is located in this area. And it's a nice coaster. It's quite a long, well, it's a very long layout, and no, we've got one more coaster in this amusement park after this, and that's the Incredible Hulk. Slinky Dog Dash. Oh, looks like we're facing some issues again. Hate it when that happens, but yeah, I'm going to sort that out now. There we go. I think I've fixed all the issues on this coaster now, so we can ride the last family coaster of the Pleasure World Tour. And that is Slinky Dog Dash, which is the coaster in the area. And we didn't actually see, but Wheezy is at the exit, but I was facing the other way. But you should see him from the pathway when we get round to the other side, because I'm now... well, I'm going to the Tower of Terror first, which is maybe my favourite dart ride here. I just love the ride system for it. It was like one of the oldest automatic dart ride systems I built in the game, but at the end of the day, it was more of a drop tower with some dart ride elements, and it's quite fast paced. So yeah, here we go, the Hollywood Tower Hotel, and then the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror. It's got a long queue. I'm not gonna walk all the way through this Calpen outdoor queue line, because we can get into the indoor queue, which, here we go, the Hotel Foyer. I've got to make that reference again from the cinema one. Upstairs we go, down the long corridor. There's actually a secret room in this hotel as well. The screen seems to have broken, so it's just got a light now. And this is the Tower of Terror. And there we go, very nice dark ride experience. It's very short, but it has a lot packed into it. But I remember building that. It was a long build process, I can say that, but I did enjoy it. You know, it was just a lot of redstone. Timings have got to be precise, but it worked really well. Yeah, this is... Well, first of all, I'm just going to fly up here. It looks like Wheezy has also disappeared, because he should be here. It seems like a lot of the entities have disappeared around. Yeah. Right, I'll put him back in. Yeah, here's Wheezy. It's what the animatronic's supposed to look like. But yeah, I hope the entities haven't disappeared in Guardians. Because that is the next ride. Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout. Which is, well, what Disneyland's version of Tower of Terror became. I'm going to release that cat there. I'm trying to release all the animals that I had as theming, because it's not the best thing to do, really. Yeah, that cat's going to escape. There we go. I'm sure there was another piece, like there was a dog in one of the cages that I freed. Yeah, there we go. Right. You can see the entrance corridor there. Oh no, there's a dog in it. I don't know, I'm sure I thought I'd freed all the animals, but apparently not. Right. That should be it now. Yeah, I mean, obviously the issues that we've got in this world, it's nice to notice them in these videos, because it means that by the end of the series, all the issues will be sorted and we won't have any. So, there we go. Right, Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout. So this is the Disneyland version, so it means that it's, well, different theming. It's primarily screen-based, but I'd still like to ride it. It doesn't look as good as the Twilight Zone. It's not as unique, but... I mean, Guardians is still a good franchise to base a ride off. Oh, and there's a parrot now landed on me. Hopefully the parrot stays there the whole time. Oh. Yeah, it's a good ride. It feels a bit longer than Tower of Terror, actually, but the only problem is it doesn't have the same like up and down motion, but the benefit of it is that it means that the tower's a lot thinner, because if you look at how big the Tower of Terror is, it's just ridiculous, whereas Guardians, it feels like a better size, so there's different benefits of it. Oh, the parrot is still there, yeah. Now we've got a dart ride, the Great Movie Ride. Now this is one of our final dart rides, but it's one of the best, and it's a really, really long ride. In fact, I think it's the longest ride, potentially, of any of it in terms of duration. So here we go. Yeah, there we go, the Great Movie Ride. Of course, a defunct Disney ride. The show building at Florida is now used for Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. Yeah, I'd always wanted to go on it, so I built a recreation of it, and unfortunately you couldn't see everything on the POV. Like, when you turn around behind Ripley in the alien scene, there is actually a xenomorph that I built using like a hopper and a block, but unfortunately you couldn't see it because there's so much to see in there, your eyes are darting around. But yeah, it's a really long ride though, and that's what I love about it. And it's now got that slow moving ride. It used to use the Soul Sand method, like in Adventureville, and which used to be a really cool thing that didn't require any redstone, but unfortunately it doesn't work, and it used to be really reliable as well. But of course, Minecraft's not a game designed for dark rides, so it kind of makes sense. This is the Hulk. So you've got the Hulk statue holding two ride vehicles on the coaster we're about to ride, and this is the last coaster of the world, and there's only 2 more attractions after this one. Oh, I've got... That's a great start. Completely gone the wrong way. Right. Try again. The parrot's somehow still there. Right, here we go. And there we go, the final coaster of the Pleasure World Wonder World Tour series. And what a way to end. I mean, that was actually one of the last coasters ever built in the world anyway. As it was in 2020. So yeah, and you can go and tell that, you know, the longer layout, the more accuracy. Oh yeah, I forgot about this. You had the red room from Twin Peaks. It's just another little pop culture reference in there. Yeah, it's just a bit random, but I kept it in. And you've also got the secret room in the bottom of the Tower of Terror as well. Which is in this little side section. Well, it was meant to be a staff room. I didn't want to get rid of it, but it doesn't fit in with the theme of the Tower of Terror, so I just kept it as like a little secret room inside. So it's like a conference centre or whatever. Right, now we're coming around the back of It's a Small World, so you can see we've sort of done a full circle around the back end of the park. Because the front end is just like a straight-ish path to the front, to the back, but the back end is like you can do a full circle around it. This is a thing because before Mega 1 was built, there was going to be a coaster called Fanta Ride, which is also, because Mega 1 was supposed to look like Monster Energy was sponsoring it, but it's just kind of there now. The station doesn't fit in at all, so it's just got that colour scheme. There was going to be a Fanta coaster called Fanta Ride, but it never got built. The lift hill got built, and that was it. So there's, and the station, of course. But yeah, I think the lift hill got built, and it had like orange track and yellow supports, I'd imagine. Fanta Ride 2019, that was the part of the Simon Said ride, and then that was, I don't know what that was, maybe there was like a wall of redstone torches or a cool row of like redstone torches like lights on the back wall of the top of the station, so that's also there. And I think I blew up the station, but I kept this little garden here to remember it, even though the ride never got built. Just like a lot of the rides at this part, there was going to be a Harry Potter ride and an Expedition Everest that never got built behind Pirates of the Caribbean. And this is our final ride at the park, and then there's another little attraction at the end. So this is Pleasure World Voyage, which is basically, it's an apt way to end really, because it's all about the history of this Minecraft world, well, at least the amusement park industry anyway. So I'll go through each of the scenes on this one. So you start off with the construction of Shock Force. Then the Colourful World, because like I said, it was the first sort of traditional dart ride. This is Joyland, which I don't think it was the first like external park that wasn't Wonderworld. I'm pretty sure that was Blackpool, to be honest. Here's the Drop Tower and Mega 1 on the skyline, and then here's the Crystal Maze. So yeah, it's got a lot of the things that are memorable from the world. We'll have seen all of that now. Because yeah, that is the final ride, the final of all of the amusement parks. Here on the way back to the front, we've got Taskmaster Series 1 trophy. So what this is, if you don't know, I love Taskmaster. I built these in 2020. So that's the cheap karate trophy that Josh Widdicombe won. And then that's the Greg Davis head that, of course, Catherine Ryan, all the way up until Andy Zaltzman won from Series 2 onward. But, of course, we're also getting Series 19 in a few weeks, so that's exciting. Yeah, I probably would have built, well, I definitely would have built the experience if I was building new stuff on this world now. But, I mean, obviously I have built a few new things, but they were all, like, old concepts recycled, just to have something on those plots of land, really. This is the cakewalk, so it's just like a moving platform, and this is the final attraction in the amusement park. You can have a bit of fun on there, just like the wobbly walkway is another name for this. Yeah, if you go through it that way, that's why the entrance is that side, is like that side, because if you go through it that way, it's a lot more fun. Because sometimes you can completely miss the moving parts if you walk the other way. Yeah, you can just run into them like that, but it's more fun like going that way because you're guaranteed to get hit by them because you can't catch up to them. Yeah, that is the case. Well, it does have some I say music. It's just really loud, ugly note block sound, so I'm not going to play that. It's in the bottom of there, but yeah. But yeah, that is the final attraction to the amusement park, as of course, come up here, you can see the clown coaster, and it's a small world. That's the bridge. And yeah, we've come full circle. Now we're going to leave the amusement park and end the series. And I'm stood here, outside of Wonderworld, just there. And of course, the sort of left-hand side of the cable car station where the Sky Railway enters its layout. The shuttle that takes you all the way back to the spawn point. I hope you enjoyed this Minecraft series. It's been really fun. I mean, obviously this world does have imperfections. We've seen me fix some of the big mistakes, but it's got some elements that, of course, aren't perfect. They aren't good recreations, but I've kept them the same because it's the history of this world. As we saw in the museum, the History Museum in the Nether Base, that, you know, this world is 7 years old, and I want to keep as much of it original as possible, but bring it up so you can experience it like a proper adventure map. So that is the final message of the Wonderworld and Pleasure World series, and this Minecraft gaming series. And next may finally be Planet Zoo, as we're back on form, although the next series of vlogs will be the first theme park of 2025. So look forward to that one. But until then, that is the end of the Pleasure World series in Minecraft. Good night. And here we are at the spawn point, and this is the Pleasure World sign again. They're made in 2018. And I'm going to drop the minecart off. And goodbye, Pleasure World.